Welcome to February 2024's Intense Ambuscade. This month, we take on Farmers and an Ahriman. Now, the last time we saw this run was over 2 years ago in October of 2021, and it can provide a pretty easy run for both soloers and party players. In this video, I'll discuss key item acquisition and go over both solo and party strategies while you watch me solo this month's run on the normal difficulty with my ninja. First, key item acquisition. This month you need 1 undead kill for your first run of the day, and 3 undead kills for multiple runs in that same day. I normally go to Feiyin home point number 1 or 2. Both locations have experience yielding ghost and farmer nearby that will get you your key item. Now this will undoubtedly not be enough on more populated servers, so if you have a good spot to get the key item, go ahead and mention it down there in the comments. Now, on to the run itself. Now the main enemy this month is the red mage Ahriman called Bozetto Deathsinger that's going to spawn in the middle of the field with a bunch of farmer around them. Now this enemy has very few hit points and can be taken out with just a handful of weapon skills. However, chain spell is going to be used at around 75% health, and if any farmer are alive, then the Deathsinger will spam death for the entire chain spell duration, meaning the end of your run. Now the Deathsinger is immune to sleep, but they can be stunned. So we will need to take out the farmer before we take out the Deathsinger. Let's go ahead and talk about those farmer next. Now how many farmer exist on the battlefield is dependent on the difficulty you're on. On the very easy difficulty, there are 2. On easy, there are 3. On normal, 4. On difficult, 6. And on very difficult, you'll be taking on 8 farmer. Now they can be slept with Bard's Sleep on the very difficult difficulty, and with using Elemental Seal and Sleep on the lower difficulties. Now if you do plan to sleep them, they can sleep for up to 5 minutes, but keep in mind that you won't be able to sleep them again after they wake up. This is also why you want to be sure to pull that main boss, the Deathsinger, away from the farmer, as the eye can use Kiraga, which of course if it's used on your farmer is going to wake them up and you won't be able to sleep them for the remainder of the fight. Now there are a possibility of 16 different farmer that can spawn, each representing one of the original relic weapons. This means the farmer that are present on the battlefield is going to dictate the difficulty of that specific run more than anything else. Therefore, I'll go over each one of them and what to expect. Now each of them can use their respective SP abilities, so keep that in mind when taking them on. First, I always start by killing the mages and support jobs. If multiple of these are present, then I kill in the order of Molinar first, which is a white mage, Claustrum, which is a black mage, and then Galahorn, who is a bard. I find that these jobs are easiest to take out solo right there at the beginning of the run when you're trying to get some quick kills in and you have all of those farmer on. Next, we move on to the damage dealers. This is going to include the Amano Nomura Kumo, which is a samurai, Apocalypse, which is a dark knight, Bravura, which is a warrior, Mandau, which is a thief, Ragnarok, which is a dark knight, and Safari, which is a monk. Now you can really kill any of these in any order you want if there's multiple of these present, but I normally leave the monk for the last of these jobs, as if there are multiple jobs on you at the same time, then 100 Fist can get kind of dangerous in that situation. Next, I take out the rangers, who are the Annihilator and the Yoi Chino Yumi. Now make sure you have shadows up at all times when fighting these, as they will use Eagle Eye shots sometime when fighting them, and they can easily one-shot you with that ability. Next, I take out Gungnir, who is the Dragoon, who will often gain shock spikes, which slows down your run a bit and can delay the recasting of shadows, so that's why we kind of save them for the later part of your run. Now, I take out Aegis if I have chosen to take him on. I say that because Aegis can slow down your run by as much as 5 minutes, as he has massive defense. So therefore, you have to make the decision at the beginning of your run, if you see him on the battlefield, of whether you actually do want to take him on that run, or just exit and re-enter, hoping that you don't get him. This leaves us with the final 2 that I will leave for last at all times, and they are Gutler, who is a Beastmaster, and Kikoku, who is a ninja. Now Gutler is going to charm you at some point when fighting them, and that's going to make you lose all of your trust. Ninja is going to use Majin Galkri when at low hit points, and if it's allowed to go off, it can easily take out all of your trust, and even yourself if not careful. Now if both of these 2 are present, I always kill the ninja first by trying to kill him on the 4th or 5th step of a skill chain, to try and stop Majin from going off by doing that large amount of damage to bring him right through that low hit point threshold. Now if you're on ninja, you also want to be sure to have Megawari up, just in case you don't time it right. Now we save Gutlor for absolute last, as you will almost always get charmed by them. Now you can try and have a trust tank eat that charm, but that will require you to be very light on hate and your damage until it's used, which is going to slow down your run by a few minutes. Alternatively, and this is a strategy I'll normally do, I just go ahead and accept that I'm going to get charmed, and I kill the final Farmer once the charm wears off without trust, and then I kill the Death Singer, which only usually takes a few weapon skills. Now the one Farmer I didn't mention here is Excalibur. Now this Farmer has similar defense to the Aegis Farmer, but also has very powerful and light effect on his melee attacks that will one-shot most players, so shadows are a must. Taking him out solo can also slow down your run by 5 minutes or more just because of that similar defense to Aegis. Due to how much the two Paladin Farmer can slow your run down, I actually recommend that if they're present, I usually just warp out or just run up to the middle of the arena and die quickly since there's no experience loss, then run back from wherever it is you home point to and enter to get a new selection of Farmer. The only exception to this is if you find with your group that you can take out those Paladins quickly, then by all means save yourself the warp time and take them out. So that's going to be about it in regards to what each of these does and the order that I kill them in. For trust selection, I go with my usual haste cap and healing setup, but with the addition of Arc EV as well, just so that she can make the start of that run a little easier when all the mobs are on me. Maybe she can take a few rounds of those attacks, making it so I save a few shadows. Also, if she stays alive until the end of the run, it is another way to avoid that charm on Beastmaster. Now for parties, you want to focus on being able to use a Bard to sleep all of the Farmer right there at the start. A tank then needs to pull the Death Singer away while the rest of the group kills the Farmer one at a time. Now since the Farmer are sleeping, you want to be sure to either save the White Mage for last instead of first, or pull them far away from the group when you're fighting them. Now on the plus side, with the exception of the Bard for sleep, lots of jobs can be useful this month at cutting through those Farmers, so feel free to get creative with those party setups. That's going to be about all I have to share for this month's run. Enjoy the rest of the battle example and have a great month, everyone.